matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. Oh, Prescott stripped. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Following the turnover, it's Haskins. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Here's Haskins out of the gun. That's complete right around the 8. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. It's 2nd and goal. Back to the 8-yard line now.
8-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
The tackle made at the 3.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Haskins. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
I know many talk about the kick return as maybe the most exciting play in football, but any type of a return where it's a change of possession, where the defense gets the ball, that's exciting too, but it's not just an accident. Once they get the football, they've worked on finding people to block, creating running lanes for the guy with the ball, and protecting him. And this one was a long run.
Absolutely, they did all of that and more. Now Elliott. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Ezekiel Elliott.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3.
They'll try again with Elliott. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
Ezekiel Elliott.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Washington 3.
And his kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
Washington 3.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Washington.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Washington offense set to take over. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, For the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going, they've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up second and 7.
Play action. Haskins.
5-yard line.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
It's a game.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
After the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Hands it off out of the gun. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly, and this one could be coming back. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up a third down and very long.
And it's third down.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. He juked him. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
19-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. And this will be incomplete. A physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
2nd and 10.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. This to Jarwin. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown.
Touchdown, Washington.
So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1, because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A first down carry by Elliott. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd and 9. Prescott. And that one taken in by Lashley.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Unbelievable.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brought down.
Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
28-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And his kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. 13. Washington 3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
On the carry.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. He's going to fire this thing deep right. And got his man. Complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
By number 34.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. He'll find Bryant, his tight end. It's complete. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
Washington on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Hayes. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 21. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin.
Prescott.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Yeah, difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Haskins. That one is slant to McLaurin. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Haskins looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. A handoff as they run the counter play. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. And that's caught by the tight end, Bryant. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Number 21. Taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
5 now. Haskins. Bryant with a catch right side.
Haskins pass. Complete.
Washington on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
And goal at the 3-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. From 3 yards out. And Washington able to make this a close game again. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And he puts it through. They're within 3. It's 13-10.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
No!
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Are you serious, dog?
So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Prescott now. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
First down, Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Prescott now from the 50. This one to Jarwin over the middle. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. A 1st down throw for Prescott. Steps away to... Oh, Prescott stripped. And it's Washington that scoops it up. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Haskins. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Sacks a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Looking deep downfield. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have him a little bit off balance.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
Dak Prescott sacked.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack on 1st down, Prescott, he'll find Lamb. That's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, and those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, let's stay in the Midwest and head down to Kansas City to check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And they've got the lead over the visiting Houston Texans. Sammy Watkins, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville, see what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And in that one, it's the visiting Dolphins who are out in front. Traquan Smith, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Now this will make it into the end zone, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here again comes Dwayne Haskins and company. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's third down.
Third down. Here's Haskins. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. So the opening drive of this third quarter, they're trying to set the tone for the second half.
And without a doubt, they did exactly that. I've known coaches who have said the first 5 minutes of each half are so important to do exactly what you said, which is set the tone. I've also heard coaches talk about the first 5 plays. Let's go out and be aggressive right off the top. That's exactly what they did.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. We get a glance at the Washington defense as they head back out there. And for their efforts so far, they deserve a little defensive montage here.
I like that. I like how you recognize what they're doing out there and how much fun they're having, because that's indeed what's going on. Beating them to the punch just about every snap now, swarming, swooping, taking the ball away. This is a lot of fun to watch.
Opportunistic, right?
Very much so.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Sanders on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Back to it after the pick six. Prescott. A quick throw here. That's complete.
Prescott's pass.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29. A gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And he'll find Lashley there. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll spot Lashley open, left side complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
2-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And this one is right through, and that'll bring him back within a point.
Washington 17. Cowboys 16.
He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Brought down at the 28-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Vernon Hargrave.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Brings up.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
He was brought down by Alden.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
A 3-yard pickup.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
For the running back. He was brought down by Patrick Peterson.
On third down, Haskins. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down.
A gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
The 19-yard line.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott letting one fly. He's got him in. Complete. The 20. 10. Touchdown. Cowboys. Amari Cooper. 81 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Throwing, Prescott. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
That keeps the score. Cowboys 22.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
A gain of 2. Brings up second.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Intercepted.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Amari Cooper and the Cowboys set to take over once again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like that?
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Chase Young showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. The decision that time was to keep it, and not a great one. Once he got out right with the football, there was just nowhere to go.
And I felt bad for his offensive line there because their job is to create creases, right? Create openings. But if those defenders keep their shoulders square to the line of scrimmage and refuse to be budged, that's the end result. No place for him to turn upfield, no chance to gain any yardage.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Prescott's pass intercepted by Washington.
This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting him in jeopardy right now.
Here again comes Dwayne Haskins and company. He'll be kind of looking to erase the first part of this third quarter from his memory partner.
I think he, above all, was upset that they actually got to halftime. Because you saw him in the first half. He was really sharp.
And they had the lead.
Had the lead. Everything was going well. And you know you keep telling yourself, just stay up, stay motivated. But sometimes that halftime can kill your mojo.
Yeah, now he's had an interception, a fumble. We'll see what he does here.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. From the gun, it's Haskins. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Haskins pass.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
The Cowboys take over.
This has been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
That's good.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
One man in the backfield, Elliott. And he'll get it up the middle. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So that one will be accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here again comes Dwayne Haskins and company. He has to sort of pick himself up off the mat now, Charles. They were winning at halftime, now losing it. He's not playing well.
Sometimes you get into a position where you get a little bit too greedy. You feel great about how you're playing. Good first half. Hey, I can do even more in the second half. And then you make throws that you're not supposed to. As you said, he's got to start to turn things around.
See if he can erase those 2 third-quarter interceptions from his mind. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Throwing now. Haskins on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hayes. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
13 yards.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Haskins looking to throw on first down, and that's caught by the tight end, Bryant. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They go play action with Haskins. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. That goes for a gain of 31. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete.
A 3-yard touchdown pass. And Washington has made this a one-score game. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. a 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Dak Prescott and the offense heading back onto the field. He is looking to help his team build their lead after trailing at halftime. They've got to like the spot they're in right now.
They have to love it, but as you and I both know, cliche alert coming here. You're only as good as your last possession. But I think that they like, as you said, the spot they're in and how confidently they're playing at this point.
But again, just a one-possession lead, looking to expand that now. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get them about 5 yards. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Prescott with the
an extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott.
And 2.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45.
That's good for a Cowboys.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Draw play, Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That's excellent.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
That is on the 6-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up
on 2nd and 7. Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15.
To Terry McLaurin.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
First down, Washington.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Over the middle, complete. It's Hayes. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Haskins to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 47. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.